Welcome hockey fans to week 4 of our Stiga NHL Hockey Highlights package. We're starting in Florida, where the San Jose Sharks are visiting the high-flying Florida Panthers. And the scene is set early, with numerous chances to both teams. First, Reimer with a couple of big saves, then Bobrovsky with a couple. And it looks like the Sharks have brought out the old heritage jerseys for this one, maybe hoping for a change of luck. And the Sharks start with the intensity you'd expect from a team who are 0-2 to start the season. Have a look here at Meyer, teaming up with Couture. He rings one off the post. And it looks like the move to put Meyer out in the left wing for a few shifts pays dividends. Here he fights for the puck. It lands out the front. Couture sets himself, turns, shoots and scores. First goal of the season for the Sharks, and who else but Captain Couture? He sets himself, Bobrovsky squared up in good shape, but he finds a passage. 1-0 Sharks, and have a look up the other end. Reimer, solid as a rock. 2 saves, right in front off Barkov. And the Sharks come right back. Barabanov on the left wing. He finds his man Hurdle in the middle for a one-timer. This is a terrific goal. Sit back and watch this one. Barabanov swings around on the left-hand boards, centres it, first-time Hurdle. Bobrovsky no chance. Late in the first, and Florida send a message that they're not going anywhere, as Hornqvist rings one off the post. It's 2-0 going into the second. And it looks like it might have been a good old-fashioned rev-up from the Florida coach as they get things going early in the second. Watch this. Barkov finishes from a strong pass off Hornqvist on the right-hand boards. Reimer pretty much does everything he can to stop this one. Sometimes he's got to say, too good a shot. But the Sharks hit back immediately through right winger LeBlanc. He lets one rip from the right-hand boards, hits the post, but have a look at this. Poor old Bobrovsky. He misses the initial shot that comes off the post, doesn't realise it's behind him, sweeps back to see what can be done, but all he does is sweep it into his own net. 3-1 Sharks, but no lead is safe, as moments later Carlson rings one off the post. Barkov there to knock in the rebound. Let's have a close look here. Carlson with a long shot. It's curving towards the goal. Hits the post. Barkov first to react. Reimer a little slow on this occasion. It makes it 3-2. Florida right back in it. But to make a comeback, you're going to need your goalie to bail you out once in a while. And here's Bobrovsky making a front and centre save off Couture. And soon after, we've got a tied hockey game when Kachuk's pass finds Ben in the middle and gets past Reimer with a one-timer. Reimer squares up well for the shot. It's just the power and the accuracy that beats him. But we've got a new hockey game, 3-3. Did I say new hockey game? How about a new leader? Florida get their 4th goal of the period. Bennett again. Let's have a closer look at this one. Good pass from Kachuk, but Bennett gets lucky on this one. He fluffs that shot. Reimer expecting something harder and stronger. He moves too early, and that fluff puck flutters by him. It's now 4-3 Panthers. But the Sharks nearly levered up at the end of the second period. How did it not be for Bobrovsky brilliance? Not easy to say that, but look at that. 3 saves. And Hurdle whistles one wide just before the siren sounds. But the twists and turns keep coming in this one. Watch Carlson find his man Couture in front. He scores early in the third to level things up. Great pass from Carlson. Couture sets himself. Bobrovsky a little out of position. Doesn't take Couture much to find a gap. And he finds it. 4-4. You'd think at 4-4 this one couldn't get any wilder. But have a look at these next passages of play. First, it's Barkov off the post. Watch as the puck goes up the other end here. You got LeBlanc on the left wing. He flips one into the centre. And you got Couture. He gets a hold of it straight off the post. But it's this next passage of play that probably sums up the Sharks' season so far. You got Meyer on the right wing. He finds Hurdle in the centre. Hurdle's shot hits the inside of the post, in behind Bobrovsky, off the other post. That could have been 5-4 Sharks with limited time left. Reimer playing his part with a sharp save off Bennett. But not to be outdone, Bobrovsky at the other end. He saves Hurdle point blank. Looking like overtime, but the Panthers break the Sharks' hearts late. Watch how Declare teams up with Bennett again for his second goal. Reimer does all he can, but it's not enough, as the Sharks go down 5-4 to the Panthers, and they're still looking for their first victory. Now let's head to Philly, where the Flyers are taking on the Avs. And this one was all Flyers early, and if it wasn't for some Georgiev brilliance, the score could have really blown out. Have a look here, as Ristolainen and Cam Atkinson work together 2 times. There's the first shot from Atkinson, there's another feed from Ristolainen. Atkinson, good save from Georgiev. And it's those two working together again. This time they get Lawton in on the action. His shot whistles wide. Van Riemsdyk picks the puck up on the left-hand boards. He gets it back to Sanheim. His long shot gets ricocheted on the post from Georgiev. Flyers keeping the pressure on though. Atkins' next shot, blocked by Georgiev. The rebound, Lawton hits into his pads, and watch McKinnon jump on the loose puck. He shoots, he scores! It's a classic rope-a-dope move. The Avs take all that punishment, and then watch McKinnon jump on this loose puck. He skates it forward, heart's probably still cold. He can't handle the shot, in off the post. 1-0 Avs. Hart not cold for long though. First McKinn hits one off the post, then point blank hits one on his pads. McCann not long after, he hits one from deep. Good save from Hart. Philly have to be considered unlucky to be down 1-0 at the end of the first period. The Flyers would have been feeling a whole lot better at the start of the second period when they get an early goal. It's a connecting shot that goes wide, comes back, he teams up with Couturier for the one-timer. Let's take a look at this in slow motion. Watch Couturier here. He uses all his experience in nous. He waits for Georgiev to overcommit to the right-hand side and puts it in behind him. 1-1. If the Flyers thought that goal might have rattled Georgiev, it hadn't. Those two team up again. But have a look at the point-blank save by Georgiev. But this game is really belonging to Georgiev. Watch him again here. Connecting teams up with Van Riemsdyk. He rips on around the boards. Van Riemsdyk hits it first time. But look how early Georgiev is there. He denies another shot. And then Lawton, point blank. You could start to sense the frustration in the home crowd. Here again, Atkinson's denied. And that frustration soon turned into disbelief. Have a look. Another long shot from Atkinson. He gets a puck back. Then an errant pass lands on Nichushkin's stick. Bang! It's 2-1. Nichushkin Johnny on the spot. He doesn't take any time to get rid of this puck. And just have a look at the angle he creates. He avoids both the defenseman and the goaltender to go far post. Meanwhile, up the other end, Georgiev just keeps on keeping on. First off Van Riemsdyk, then Lawton denied. And have a look at this. A long-range shot coming up. First of all, Provorov, then the rebound straight onto Lawton's stick and saved again. But unfortunately for the Flyers, another great counter-attack by the Avs sees history repeat itself. Watch Makar jump on this loose puck here. It sits up nicely for him. He steps into this one and bang from distance. 3-1 Avs. Just for good measure, Georgiev stops another point-blank shot from Couturier just before the end of the period. Early in the third period, and Carter Hart keeps it close by making a nice save from a long shot from Taze. And this next passage he played probably sums up Philly's night. Hayes with a perfect chance in front, gets it in behind Georgiev, off the crossbar, the rebound, straight into Georgiev's pads. A nice save here from Carter Hart off the Nichushkin shot. But this night belonged to Georgiev, finishing the night with 152 saves. Avs take it out 3-1 for their second win of the season. Flames in Carolina, where the home team are looking for their first win of the season. And it's not long before Freddie Anderson's caught in the action, with a great save there off Backlund early. But defence has been the Hurricanes' Achilles heel all season so far, Freddie having to bail them out time and time again, and here it's just too much. Toffoli finds Backlund with a one-timer, it's 1-0 Flames. Let's have a close look here. Burns doesn't really take the pass or the shot, leaving Freddie exposed for the one-timer. Good finish though from Backlund. And the Flames keep the blowtorch on. The pressure builds. Freddie with a good save off Huberdeau, who's out in the right wing. Another good save that he pushes onto the post. Watch here though as Shea gives the puck away cheaply. Lucic picks it up, swings it right around to Huberdeau. Huberdeau connects with Dubé, whose shot is deflected by Freddie wide. Back to Huberdeau again. The same two combining again. Dubé's first shot wide. Second one, great save from Freddie. But the extended pressure eventually leads to Calgary's second goal. First there's a scrap for the puck in the middle of the ice. Aho and Backlund. Then it lands on Tanev's stick. Watch him swivel, turn and shoot. Beats Freddie on the far post. Freddie with a couple of nice saves to keep it 2-0 at the first break. Second period, but the script stays the same. Here, Toffoli and Backlund combine. Freddie with two big saves. Play continues further along here, and so same two again. Toffoli, two Backlund, Freddie, then one off the post. Freddie got a bit lucky there, but he's keeping his team in the game at this point. Meanwhile, at the other end, Markstrom's just trying to stay warm. Stops a shot there from Svechnikov, but then look at the work from Christopher Tanev. He blocks the next two. Svechnikov's got no lane. We're into the third. And nothing much really changes. Freddie had it again. First a save off Dubé. Then a cheap giveaway here from the defenseman Slavin. Straight onto the stick of Dubé. Great point-up save by Freddie. Then a shot from Lucic from the left-hand boards. Another save from Freddie. But the loose puck lands on Huberdeau's stick, and he swings and shoots in one motion, leaving Freddie with no chance. No help from the defenseman. Pretty good shot here from Huberdeau. Freddie had the near post covered. It's that far post that was left exposed, and Huberdeau found it. 3-0 Calgary. Though he had little to do, Markstrom stays sharp. Good save from Svechnikov from the right-hand boards. Toffoli goes up the other end, Freddie keeping them in it again. Good save, Freddie. We've slowed this next passage right down, just to show you how well Freddie's seen the puck. Watch him see the pass, backs from one-timer, Freddie slides beautifully to stop that one. But there's only so much Anderson can do. Under all sorts of pressure again. This time the feed from Toffoli is a beauty. Backlund finishes strongly. But have a look at this pass from Toffoli. He changes the angle up, which probably fools Freddie in the end. He's deep down on the right-hand boards, spots Backlund open at the top of the circle, waits for his moment, lands it on his stick, and Backlund hits that one hard. Freddie's left with no chance. 4-0 Calgary. A late consolation goal here for the Hurricanes when Brent Burns picks up a loose puck, hits it into the goal, faster than the camera can keep up. Now let's have a look at the league ladder. Luke's team's still dominating. However, you'd have to say that some of those games are closer than the scores would suggest. Still, we're nearly at the halfway mark, so some teams need to get a wriggle on. We hope you're enjoying our weekly highlights package. Join us next week for week 5. Feel free to add a comment, like or subscribe. And remember, as we say in the hockey world, if you don't shoot, you don't score.